Oh yeah. Oh man. No, this ain't gonna fit there. Alright boys, and to get started you're gonna want to get these hex, or they're like T something, I'm not sure what they are, I forgot the size. It's screws that are holding your fender in. You're gonna want to remove all of them except the one that's at the very top that's under that black plastic. You don't need to remove those, so just remove those first ones that you see me taking out, and again same process for your other side. Now I chose to use a screwdriver because this stuff is fiberglass, the fenders are fiberglass, and it always paranoids me that I'm going to crack them if I over tighten it or whatever. So again, this is the way I do it. Do what works best for you, but again, take them off on both sides. After that, if you have a little electric ratchet like this is a new tool for me, saves so much time. Take off these screws here holding the inner fender, that water guard, or I'm not sure what the hell that thing is called, but basically that thing is attached to a bumper. You got a few screws on each side, so just take those off real quick and we will move on to the next step. Now on the front of the bumper you should have 4 of the same size screws. It's a 7mm. I only have 3. I don't know what happened to the other one, but just snap those out real quick. Now once you take those out, the bumper should be able to snap like it's like a clip. You see that how I lifted it? But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and remove the nuts that are holding the bumper to the fender, so that way the bumper can actually fall down. It drops about an inch and a half once you are able to lift it from the front. But now as far as getting the nuts off here, I would highly recommend you remove that corner light, because there's a good chance that the harness or the plug's going to get in the way and you don't want to damage it trying to force your way in there. So just take it out, make your life easy. Now here there are 3 nuts total, 2 that hold the bumper to the fender, and then this one here that holds your fender in place. So once you do that, the fender becomes pretty loose. Now repeat the process on the other side. As you guys will see there, just snap that down, and then I'm going to lift the bumper and watch how it falls down. Boom, there you go. See, the bumper dropped, and that gives you enough clearance to get that headlight out. So now one thing that I would like to give you guys some advice on, the studs that are sticking down from the fender, can scratch up your bumper. So just put some towels there, protect your ride. My paint ain't perfect, but it's good enough to me it's good enough for me to want to be safe and not scratch my shit up. So this is what I do. It might help you too, but as you guys will see, the fenders are very loose. Now, as far as the headlights are concerned, there's 3 nuts that hold them in place. I just get to them from the bottom because I don't have these little guards here, those little plastic shields. So it's very easy for me just to snap them out like that. You can reach in from the back, whatever works easier for you. But again, 3 nuts for each headlight and they'll be ready to come out. Now, actually, before I forget, disconnect your headlights. You should be able to just pull the plug from the bottom, 1 plug, and they're good to go. Now, lift your fender, at the same time lift your headlight, and you should be able to wiggle it out. It's very, very simple. Now, repeat the process. All right, boys, and we're going to cut out of the voiceover. So if you've made it this far, you should feel pretty proud of yourself. This took me about 30 minutes. I've done this so many times that I just pretty much got it down to, you know, just muscle memory at this point. So we're ready to put the headlight back in. Again, we got a towel here protecting your bumper from the studs here from the fender. On the EOS headlight, you get these little rubber covers so the studs will not scratch up your paint. You have this plastic here. Now, from my experience, the plastic gets in the way, so we're going to remove that. And it doesn't matter because EOS supplies you with these gloves, so you will not be scratching your headlight, your paint, your anything. So first, we are going to drop this harness in here. All right. And I hope you got some muscles in your forearms because you won't struggle if you got some muscles. So we're going to lift up the fender and start sliding this in here. And keep an eye down here. Once you get the little studs to go in the hole, it'll just drop right in, just like that. This is where the difficult part comes. All this stuff is easy. The hard part is making sure, see, look like this here. You gotta make sure your seal stays wrapped up around the headlight. You guys see that? The seal got hooked onto the fender. So now I gotta lift this out, hook it back up, make sure this actually stuck to the headlight. But again, the hard part here is going to be adjusting everything. So you have to move the headlights forward, backwards, side. This part's hard. Every car will be different. For example, my car has a little bit of a gap here on the fender and the bumper. So the reason I put this big ass washer here to help compress it. But again, from this point forward, reverse everything you just did and get it lined up as close as you can. So I'm gonna go ahead and get busy doing that. All right, and now before I fully put everything back on, because I got all the nuts already on the headlights, before I put everything back together, and I cannot show you guys some of the differences, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna ask a question. There's another company who makes headlights that look very similar to this, although they're not. They look similar, but they're not the same. And this right here is one of them. So with the other style headlights, you have to run an entire separate harness that connects both of the headlights and gets fused into your fuse box. You have to cut your fuse box, run a wire out, add a fuse, whole different process. And with these, if I could find my little handy light, don't know where I left it. Okay, here it is. And with these is actually a lot simpler. All you're gonna have to do is just plug and play. No modification necessary. It is literally plug and play. So here's your adapter harness. Connect that, put the lock onto your factory harness. Connect this over here. This is going to your headlight and to your EOS harness. Make sure that clicks. This you'll just zip tie out of the way. This here has double-sided tape. Take that off, stick it up somewhere here under the car, and you're good to go, literally. So for right here, all I have to do is just zip tie the harness, clean it up, stick this probably somewhere over here so the water doesn't get to it, and that's it. You're ready to go. No additional harnesses, no cutting, no nothing. And to finish things off, let me show you guys another thing that makes the EOS headlights way different. The other ones from the other company do not do this. You guys ready? Look at that. Gives you a little bit of a show as they light up. This is what makes EOS different, dude. And not only that, they are really freaking bright, like extremely bright. I mean, the freaking DRLs make it seem like it's a damn headlight. Look how it's lighting up the back of the car. But that is one of the things that I really love about EOS, is the little light show that you get. And then later, once it gets a little bit darker, right now it's still a little bit daylight, I will take the car out and I'm gonna show you just how freaking bright these lights are on the street. For those who have watched all the series that I've done on this car, you guys know that before I rocked the C8 style headlights from EOS, and Jesus Christ, they were bright. The brightest lights I've ever had. Lighter, I mean, they were brighter than the freaking lights that I run on this truck, and this is stupid bright. One more time for show. So whenever I started looking at the C6 Corvettes, I actually, you know, had loved these headlights even before I had the car. It was so bad that I actually thought about getting the headlights first to cause more motivation to get the car. I've done that in a lot of scenarios in my life. Don't ask me why, that's just the way my mind works. But this is like the final vision of the car. Like, the C8 headlights were cool. Like, don't get me wrong, they were very nice. But this is exactly what I've always pictured even before I had the car. So there was no question if I was gonna do the C7 style headlights. It was a must. I had to do them because this is one of the biggest reasons I bought this car. Call me crazy, I know. I'm not a fan of the C7 Corvette. C6 has always been my favorite style, thanks to my friend, because he kind of embedded those cars into my mind. But the headlights were a must. So I'm super happy that this is actually coming together the way I've always envisioned it. So yeah, now let's go ahead and put this car back together and go out for a drive. These are just the DRL. Yeah, it definitely looks better here with the phone. Extremely bright on the DRLs. But let's just show you guys how bright the actual headlights are, dude. It's crazy. And look how much it lights up on the just with the DRLs. Bam. Actually, those are my fog lights. That's not even the headlights, bro. That's the fog lights. All right. You guys ready for the headlights? Look at this. Boom. Dude, these headlights are crazy bright, dude. And those are the high beams. See it up on the tree. The headlights are stupid bright, dude. These are the brightest headlights I've had on any car or truck. Incredible. We'll go out for a quick drive and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, Papa, sit down. Let's go. Time to go. All right, boys. Let's go ahead and show you just how bright these are. Why you roll up the window, dude? You guys, I'm gonna make a video about this, but it took me 4 years to get my son back into a vehicle. Ever since the last time that I took him for a spin in the Supra, which was 4 years ago, he never wanted to get back in the car. This is the first time, actually the second time. He got into the, what's up, dude? Say hi. Hi. He got into the Mustang the other day. I took him to Walmart. After 4 years, he's actually in the cars with me. So really enjoying this. But anyways, back to the headlights. Dude, look at how bright these are. Incredibly bright. Wanna go a little fast? Look, sit back, sit back. You ready? Ready. Set. You like it? Oh, you gonna close the window now? Is that cool or what? You like it? Oh, you want me to close my window? Okay, I'll close my window. All right, boys, and we're back home. Actually, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys. Don't be scared, fool. Your brother just went in the car. I want to show you guys the actual turn signals. If you guys are looking at these headlights, you probably already know what this looks like, but that's the way the turn signals look. Now, one thing I do want to say is I do not make commissions off these videos. I'm just simply doing a review and telling you guys my thoughts on them. And I absolutely love this brand. I mean, everything that EOS has sent me has been really high quality, really good products. And again, I am not commissions based sales guy. I don't make anything off of any of the videos that I make for them. This is just me giving you guys my honest review, and here it is. Another thing to keep in mind, these headlights are $500 cheaper than the other ones, which is crazy. But for now, I am back to my daddy duties. I'm done. I'm done with the work on the cars for today. I need to be a daddy now. Hey, it's not bad, right, saying that with these cars in the background. But all right, boys, I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope. What? You want that? They come into the garage and they find a lot of things everywhere. They just want to take it all. Slowly, I'm losing everything. But anyways, yeah. I hope this. What? No. That's a new one, dude. I need this. You can take the old one. Yeah, that's that. This one's mine. But yeah, hope this video has helped you guys. Maybe it'll help you guys save some money, make a better decision. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but that is for you to make the choice. And until then, I'll catch you on the next video. Later.